Approaching the 1,000 meter mark is the men's pair final. Lane 1, Arizona State. Lane 2, Puget Sound. Lane 3, UC Davis. Lane 4, Long Beach. Lane 5, UC Irvine. And lane 6, Santa Clara. And it looks as though, and it's a bit difficult to tell because some people seem to be rowing in different lanes, but my best guess at this point is that we have the crews from UC Irvine and Santa Clara in lanes 5 and 6 who have a lead over the crews in 1 and 2, Arizona State and Puget Sound. And then we have some very interesting steering going on in lanes 3 and 4, UC Davis and Long Beach State. It looks like they've clashed, moved into each other, moving away from each other now. But in the lead in lanes 5 and 6 are UC Irvine and Santa Clara. So effectively we've got 3 races happening here. But I don't guarantee that I've got that 100% right because some crews seem to have exchanged lanes. So UC Davis and Long Beach, having moved together, then moved apart, appear to be converging again. Good steering from lanes 1 and 2, who are duking it out for 3rd place. That's Arizona State and Puget Sound. But at the front of the race, we have UC Irvine and Santa Clara. At the moment, the advantage seems to be with Santa Clara, who have just moved past UC Irvine. So with about 200 to go, it's Santa Clara and UC Irvine out on the far side of the race course. Santa Clara in lane 6, UC Irvine in lane 5. And Santa Clara seem to be easing away from UC Irvine. This is the men's pair final. Very good job being done by these front 2 crews. They've held their lanes, held a straight course, raced very well. So as they approach the line, it is Santa Clara, UC Irvine, and at the moment the advantage is to Arizona State for 3rd. So now Arizona State approaching the line, tracked by Puget Sound. And continued interesting steering from that's lane 4 finishing, that's Long Beach State, and unofficially a win for Santa Clara over UC Irvine and Arizona State. Next up at 11:20 is the women's pair grand final. Lane 1, UC Davis. Lane 2, Arizona State. Lane 3, UC Santa Barbara. Lane 4, Chico State. Lane 5, Puget Sound. And Lane 6, San Diego. And we have a start in the women's pair grand final. This came out of heats yesterday, and we have two crews who were very close to each other by time yesterday, UC Davis and Arizona State. And then we have another two crews that were very close to each other by time, UC Santa Barbara and Puget Sound. And then Chico State and University of San Diego were not quite on the same time standard as the other four boats in the race. So anything can happen in a pairs race with a side wind like this. So we'll see how this race unwinds. On this race course, with the wind coming from this direction, the first 1,000 is reasonably protected, but conditions get a little more challenging in the second 1,000 of the race. As far as I can tell through the binoculars, the women's pair are doing a very good job of steering in this grand final. It does appear that UC Davis and Arizona State may have an advantage over the other four crews in the race. Should have some drone information imminent on the progress of the women's pairs race in just a moment. So they're through the 1,000, and at this stage I can tell you that it's San Diego. The boat in the lead appears to be Arizona State. They're in lane 2 and they're being pressed by UC Davis, which is sort of what we expected from the heat times. But the surprise crew at the moment is Chico State, who appear to be challenging from out of lane 4, unless that is Puget Sound, who have changed lanes. So in the third 500, our leader is Arizona State. They have a lead over what appears to be Chico State, but may in fact be Puget Sound, with UC Santa Barbara in 4th. Why would Puget? So as they come through the 500, it's Arizona State holding on to their lead over UC Davis. The challenge is coming from the crew on the outside. And I think it's Chico State in lane 4, but they may indeed have changed lanes. So our leader is still Arizona State. There is a tough battle going on between Puget Sound and UC Davis for second place. Really good job of steering down the race course. Arizona State look to have this race under control.
Flag up! Flag up! Flag up!
Very tough finish. And it looks as if it's Puget Sound out on the far side who have managed to come by UC Davis in the final 500. Approaching the line now in fourth is UC Santa Barbara. And on the race course, Chico State and San Diego. Unofficially, the women's pair final, a win for Arizona State. Over from Puget Sound and UC Davis. So unofficially in the women's pair final, Arizona State over Puget Sound, over UC Davis, over UC Santa Barbara,